Continues today because we still have another day of an elevated fire weather threat. Now, we don't have red flag warnings posted yet, but it's very possible that we see that in the coming days. And I sort of want to break that down. What is it and why does it matter? Well, you have to have frequent wind gusts beyond 25 to 35 miles an hour. We know how windy it's been as of late, so we can check that box. There's also very little moisture in the air. The dew points are not as high today, so the air still remains dry and the relative humidity low. Also, dry brush or dry ground, too. Even though we've had snowfall, going through January and December, a lot of that snowpack is all gone for southern New England. Lauren talked about how red flag warnings and fire weather season is practically year-round now, and typically we would be just beginning to enter the height of our fire weather season through April and May, of course, as well, too. And some of that, by the way, drags on into the fall, which was so dry last year. We had October, November, December with rainfall deficits and not in the surplus column. So that was another box that we tracked as well. Again, going back to Friday, really the past 6 to 7 days, each day we've had wind gusts beyond 35 miles an hour. Friday was a knockout of a day with wind gusts beyond 60 miles an hour. And even yesterday, our peak gust was at 34. So a lot of this is unfortunately culminating or coming together to bring us an early season drought that's already ongoing. Again, summer and autumn of last year both had rainfall deficits. In terms of snow, that's typically what we look to. It is still March, after all, to bring us a couple of bouts of moisture. That's not in our forecast. Most of the snow for the lower 48 is across the western U.S. through the Canadian Rockies and the Intermountain West. Rainfall-wise, and this may help turn the tide just a little bit, not enough. Over the next 7 days, we'll likely pick up closer to half an inch to perhaps maybe even an inch or so of rainfall through Boston and Metro West, and right around half an inch throughout the Monadnocks and the Merrimack Valley. Again, our deficit right now is about 2 inches so far on the year, so this will help, but this will not pull us out of drought. You really have to have round after round after round after round of rainfall, which then, of course, if we get that, then you can't go outdoors and enjoy some of the sunshine and 60-degree temperatures that we do have. Now, over the next couple of days, we'll try to get a few weak weather systems through here, but nothing really substantial. It's not until Friday where we see a cross-country system move from the west coast to the east coast. This is Saturday. I think our Saturday is dry. I think our Sunday, for the most part, is dry, too, and then that rainfall arrives Sunday night. So we're still under drought conditions, if not worsening. We'll get a new drought monitor on Thursday. Friday's a very mild day, by the way, before we hit the weekend with partly cloudy conditions on Saturday. It's Sunday night where that rainfall is likely. We'll take a closer look at that and your day-ahead forecast coming up in just a moment.